Ali Monroe here with Jake Shapiro after Colorado's football signing day press conference. Jake, what do you think of this class so far?
I think it's the best class that Mike McIntyre signed here in Boulder. It's a really complete class, really deep. 26 signees in total, a lot of JUCO guys, a lot of high caliber talent. You know, you look at a guy in Bo Bicheret last year that was the top recruit of the class, signed really late. Mike McIntyre is pulling guys of Bo Bicheret's caliber very early on into this cycle, and it really shows that, you know, the rise is real, all that garbage. But but really, like, the foundation of this program is being set, and it's being set in the right way. And you saw that today with the guys that said they were coming, and they stayed true to their word.
Are there any players you believe can make an impact right away?
Yeah, there are a lot, actually, because there were so many departures, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think you look on the defensive side, and the Buffs got three defensive players on the line between Hamilton, Edwards, and gosh, I always forget his name, Malumba, the one from Finland. And I really like all three. I've heard great things about all three, and I think all three could be the three starters on the defensive line, and the 3-4, actually, if you look at next year. And I really like Javier Edwards at the nose tackle. I like Dante Wigley, the JUCO cornerback. He's probably my favorite recruit in the cycle in terms of a junior college guy. I really like Katie Nixon as well. A lot of speed there. I think he has a chance to impact next year as well. And I know you're going to ask me some more in the future, but those are the main five guys, I think. And I just talked to Jake Moretti. If he can get over his knee injury, he tore his ACL in July, I think he's a guy that could slide into the right tackle position. We found out that that Sam Kronsage won't be back next year. Aaron Hagler was great when he did play, but Sam Kronsage won't be back, which means they're going to need more offensive linemen. Moretti's a guy that's ready to play.
Is there a player you believe is under the radar?
Isaiah Lewis. He is a guy that played corner in high school. He's going to play safety for the Buffs. There's a lot of versatility, a lot of athleticism. He's rooming with Jalen Jackson, and they're getting along good from what we've heard. And he's really loving his time in Colorado. But Isaiah Lewis is a guy that I believe can really play right away. If the Buffs need a safety, and they do, because they've got guys like Afolabi Laguda, Jason Sanchez, and Evan White. Evan White's going to be a candidate to start. He's back there as well. But I think when you look at Lewis, he's a guy that slides right in there and can play next year. And the Buffs needed safeties last year because, and even though they stayed healthy, you get injuries to your safeties every once in a while. You never know what's going to happen there, and I think Lewis is the answer possibly on that spot.
Are there any holes in this commit class? Anything you think you might have missed?
I think the one area Colorado continues to struggle with is linebackers. They've got two solid outside linebackers in this class, but you look at the inside linebacking position, and it isn't over the top, and that's what they've really lacked at Colorado. I think that they've done a solid job. They did pull one linebacker today that's going to play. John Van Dyst. I'm forgetting John, of course. I've talked to John here at BSN Denver. We posted that interview yesterday. But John Van Dyst is going to play the Mike linebacker, and he's spectacular. But in the 3-4, you need two guys to play on the inside, and they really haven't had two consistent guys on the inside. We saw that with Kenneth and Rick this year. Neither was clicking at the same time. Addison seems to always be injured. But in terms of the future, John Van Dyst is the future inside linebacker. They just need to find a second guy.
Your favorite commit?
My favorite commit. I already talked about Dante Wigley a lot.
Exactly, yes.
I like Laviska Shenault a lot. And it's not just because of his name. Although
Are
I
you
do
sure?
like his name. Laviska Shenault is a guy, he blows you away when you watch his tape athletically. He's got so much size and speed. He's basically Bryce Bobo and Shea Fields in one, in a way. And he's the wide receiver that is the wide receiver that people seek every year at Colorado. When you go back and look at Paul Richardson, Nelson Spruce, this year maybe Shea Fields, he's that one wide receiver that's on the field that you go, we got to figure out how to stop this guy. And Laviska Shenault will probably even be that, not in 2017, but probably in 2018. And that speaks volumes to what Mike McIntyre has done here. That a guy like Laviska Shenault, who is a higher rated recruit than Shea Fields, is going to struggle to play next year.
Well, to catch the rest of our signing day coverage, be sure to go to bsndenver.com. For Jake Shapiro, I'm Ali Monroe, BSN Buffs.